Hey! Yo, what's up, everybody? Oh man, I'm super excited. Because, yes, we are finally here to build this beauty of a set. Oh my god, man. Let me hold this up. This is, I got this from Battle Packs, from Battle Packs Official, from his website, and oh my god, I got it for really cheap, really great price. It came in surprisingly good condition. I mean, there's a couple of dings here and there, but honestly, this is way better condition than anyone would expect for the price that I paid for this thing. It's so good, and we are going to be building this. I know some people are upset over the whole, over the, opening a retired set. Oh, Echo? Oh, okay. I was wondering, I saw, alright, but yeah, no, oh my god, so, yeah, we got this AV-7 cannon, and we're gonna be opening this up and building it, because I want to build it. I have never built this set before, and I've never had this AV-7 cannon. I've had the Clone Troopers. I've never had a Plo Koon, even though my cousin used to own Plo Koon Starfighter, but yeah, there we go. So, honestly, I think I'm just going to get right into it, because I'm going to get right into the actual stream. Actually, hold up. 'Cause I don't know if I've actually said in the server. Yes, there we go. Let me, okay, there we go. Now they know. Alrighty. Let's do it. I got my trusty X-Acto, the same one I used to open up the box. And, we're gonna cut this very old 9-year-old 2014 tape. Oh man, it does kind of hurt a little bit though, just like unsealing a sealed box like this. It's gonna be, I mean, the only way to get the paint out the way is just to do this. So, there's one. And there's two. Oh boy. Yeah, if there was a misprint in this, that would be insane. But, yep. The tape has been unsealed. I already see the bags. Bag number 3. Don't mind my mishandle. The instruction manual. It's a little bit rolled up, but classic 2014 instruction manual. You got this is bag 2. You got the tube pieces. Ooh. Alright. And then we got bag 1. So that's all that comes in the box. Yep. I'm gonna put this box back here. It's like a little, like a little backdrop. I don't know. And we're just gonna get straight into this because I really want to build this. And I'm not one of those people who keeps the bags. Once I've built the set, once I've got this open, yeah. So let's do it. Yep, there is the Win Kid too. I saw on the back of the instruction manual. And oh jeez. Hey, also excuse the way I open these bags. It's just the way I've always done it. Well, here, alright, it begins. Alright, get out. Instruction manual. So let's open it up. You just got all the classic stuff in there. You know, you got the, I mean, a lot of this is still the same as it is today. They mainly just added stuff. Like, most of it's kind of just the same stuff that we tend to get today in instruction manuals. However, the instruction manual looks better on the cover. I like the cover on the old instruction manuals. I just like it a lot. I miss it. Why did it have to go away? I'm trying not to lose any pieces either, you know? This is a brand new set. It should have all the pieces, because all the bags are completely sealed. And if I were to lose any, I would probably cry. That's not a joke. I might actually cry. But, you know, no need to think about that as I open up this Plo Koon head. This is technically the first Plo Koon minifigure I've ever owned, too. You know? This Plo Koon. Jeez. I might need to get the Exacto in here and get him out of there. You're free now, Plo Koon. Oh, jeez. Who knew getting a small Jedi's head out of a tiny-ass bag would be really difficult? Alright, I got him. You're free now. Best Jedi, I think. I mean, he is best Jedi, you know. He's the one who said the famous line to begin with. So, yeah. Alright, let's just get him together. Oh, man. Oh. Thankfully, no old brown thing going on right now with him, because if it was old brown, it's on. Yeah, I would say it is a little weird, but you know what? We got cool figures out of it, so I don't really care. If the figure selection, no, I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally put the lightsaber on the wrong way, and you know what the wrong way is. Oh, Jesus. I almost committed the greatest Clone Wars sin of them all, putting the lightsaber on the other way. Oh man, that would have been awful. All right, well, there's that. Let's get into actually building this. But yeah, no, the figure choice for this set has always been an interesting one, because like it was never really like I feel like a lot of Clone Wars sets were like that too, where they were never truly based on things like directly from the Clone Wars. I mean, there were sets that were just entirely based on Clone Wars episodes and stuff. Like, you know, you had your Separatist shuttles, you had the movie sets, you know, you had all that sort of stuff, but there were a lot of Clone Wars sets, especially later on, that were loosely based on certain arcs and certain episodes, but for the most part, you know, they weren't really based on anything specific, and that's kind of what we're seeing today with, like, that Coruscant Guard gunship. There wasn't really a true arc that all those characters in that gunship appeared in, but they're just in the set. You know, it would have probably made more sense if Palpatine was replaced with Clovis. You know, stuff like that, because then it would kind of be justified. But you know what? That's fine. Yeah, that's fine by me. I like having cool figures, and Palpatine is cool, the Wolfpack Troopers are cool, and you know what? Plo Koon is cool. I like Plo Koon. Sorry, Plo Koon. I'm so sorry, man. I knocked him over. Oh man, that is my inner Sith Lord coming out. All right, these are we're just building. What are these? These are the Yeah, these are part of the torso and legs. Yeah, the Separatist shuttle is really good, though. I do enjoy the... I need more Separatist shit. I just need more Separatist stuff in my collection, because... I mean, I don't know if you can't really see too well, but back there, I do have a droid gunship. My AAT and stuff is down there as well. I have the Stap from the Battle of Seleucami. You know, I have Separatist stuff. I just don't have a lot of it, you know? And my Separatist army is about half the size of my clone army, so I just need more Separatists, honestly. And I'm hoping that the battle pack that's supposedly coming next year is going to help fix that, because it's going to come with a lot of cool Separatist stuff, including things that I actually don't have. You know, I don't have that tri droid or whatever it is, and I also don't have. I mean, I have Staps and stuff, but you know, it would be nice to have more of them. So, yeah, we got that. These two I set aside. I tend to build my sets a specific way, you know? Like, I always build my sets by, like, taking a couple pieces that I see and then just putting those aside and then, like, grabbing them as I need them for, like, a specific page. I just feel like it's more efficient that way than to either sort out all the pieces or you know, just do it as you go along. Like, it's always more efficient to just scout out some pieces while you're building and then just set those aside and then put those on. It makes it easier to build, you know? Yeah, no, that set's gonna be a W. Hell, I don't even care about the Helmet Hole Clone Troopers. That is my droid battle pack. That is the droid battle pack I've wanted for, like, ever since I started getting into the actual army building side, because it was always easy to build army build clone troopers, because there was always a certain type of clone trooper that was really, really cheap, and that you could get you can get a mass of them for, like, a really good price if you're lucky enough. But that was never the case with droids, or at least during my time as a Star Wars fan, because I've been into Lego Star Wars, I guess, for 4 years now, and that's roughly the same amount of time I've been into Star Wars as a whole. So I wasn't really there for the early stuff. I wasn't there for those droid carriers or the droid battle pack, you know? Like, I just wasn't. That was before my time as a Lego Star Wars, well, just someone who was into Lego Star Wars, honestly. No, I do kind of wish I had gotten into it earlier, though, because a lot of what I want to do is would have been so much easier back then, easier than it is now. But whatever. I was a little kid. I was a Ninjago kid back then. We didn't. I mean, we had some cool treats and treasures, but nothing on the level of some of those legendary Star Wars sets from back in the day. You know? It was always... It's just how it was. And I don't even know. I think, for the most part, my Lego building, for a while after that, because I did eventually get out of Ninjago, and I went to Chima and got out of that, too. But I ended up getting, I ended up getting into Lego Minecraft, and that was my main theme for a while, until eventually I got back into Lego Star Wars. Oh, yeah. A droid, yeah, the droid renaissance. It needs to happen. Like, we need more droids. We need droid stuff in Lego Star Wars. We need droid-specific sets, because the last time I think we had a droid-specific set at this point was the AAT, and that was not really the best set, you know? Yeah, I bet. I bet my experience is very similar to a lot of other people's. That's just because I was, a lot of us are nerds who were born in the same generation. So, we all kind of just experience similar things. I mean, not all nerds are the same. Some nerds are more nerd than other nerds, but we're all still nerds at the end of the day. 100%. Yeah, there is does anyone here do you guys here remember EvanTube HD? Like that one kid who would always like do like reviews on toys and stuff before the toy reviewing genre was like billion-dollar industry on YouTube that anyone could do. Like he would just always have these fun little videos, and then some of those stuff he covered was Lego Star Wars. He was the one who introduced me to the Ewok Village set and the UCS Death Star. He was the one who showed those to me. Jabba's Palace. All the stuff, like those classic sets I remember. And the Mr. Gold. Yes, the Mr. Gold, the UCS Falcon, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that was all, like, I remember EvanTube HD's videos on all that stuff very well, man. That was prime time to just be a little kid on YouTube watching videos, just like scrolling endlessly. Like that was perfect. I remember that time. I kind of miss that time. He still does videos, by the way. He actually does, like, he still reviews Legos too. Like he does videos. It's kind of just nice to come back to the channel and just see what he's up to, honestly. Just genuinely. He's honestly pretty chill, even like outside of like the kid videos. Like he was just like he's just doing his thing now. It was he was part of our childhoods, and he basically grew up with us. So yeah. Oh man. And I didn't expect to get so sentimental during this stream, but that's just what happens when you're building a classic set like this one. Yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of good memories. Yeah, the gaming channel, I remember that one. Yeah. I back in the day, I used to watch a lot of videos on like Skylanders and stuff. If anyone remember, you'll probably remember. If you're older than like the age of an elementary school student, you probably remember Skylanders at this point. Because like it was everywhere. It was everywhere back in the day. You couldn't avoid it. Genuinely. Like in all of the YouTube gaming content sphere, there was just Skylanders. I would watch videos on it all the time. I do remember the coverage and stuff. Oh my god, and it's honestly kind of funny because I bet you and I have a lot of the same experiences too. Like it was pretty. I mean, it was big. A lot of people were into it. I even went to Toys R Us in Times Square and picked up my whole Skyland, the Skylanders trap team. I picked up that I picked up that at Toys R Us in Times Square just because I wanted to. Yes, FGTV. Oh my god, Skylander boy and girl. Holy crap, that was my favorite channel for quite a while. Ah, yeah, Swap Force. I think Swap Force was the first one I got, actually. I had watched the other ones beforehand, but Swap Force was really the one that got me into it, because it had the funny gimmick where you can use the magnets on the guys and make them do the thing, it was really fun, and I liked that. I kind of miss it, even though nowadays revisiting the games is, well, it's not hard. It's just why would you go back to them other than just nostalgia? They are basically just your standard beat 'em up style game where you're just like going through levels, destroying stuff. But you know what? I like that. It's simple, but it works. Honestly, I wanted to get more of the action, more of the figures back then, but my parents just wouldn't buy them for me. Like anytime I would ask, it was like like $6 or $7 a figure, probably more, and they would always just be like, "Nah, I think we're good," and then I just wouldn't have another figure, and like I would always like I was so bad at the game that I would just like always need an extra figure, and it just they just wouldn't be there. I wouldn't have any extras to use. Yeah. Let me see. I'm making good progress. I think we're actually I mean there's still a ways to go, and we're pretty early into the stream, so I think we there's definitely a ways to go. I am not the fastest builder. If I really want to build fast, I will build fast. I can build 400-piece sets in like a couple minutes if I really felt like it. If I just speed ran the build, but I'm not trying to do that, you know. And I'm trying to just. This is the first stream I've done in a long time, so I'm just trying to like kind of savor the moment, you know. You feel me? And I know you understand. So, yeah, I got these Technic pins. It's the only thing I really hate about Technic building is when, well, I feel like everyone's felt that at some point, where there's two bricks with Technic pins in them going opposite directions that you have to put together. That's the only thing I hate with Technic building. It's so annoying because they just never want to go in. Oh, man. But it's fine. It's fine. I bet this set's probably not going to have anything like that. Although maybe in the future I'll have another build stream where a set will give me trouble on that. Because that sucks. And I've expressed my hatred for it before, but I never really vocalize it too much because, well, I never really factor the build process into my opinion on sets. For the most part, there are some sets that are just fun to build that I like because of that, but most sets I'm just like, yeah, it was a fun build, but the actual final product didn't come out that good, so, it's still not the best set, but for a majority of sets, I would say that isn't the case. I actually would say that the build process isn't as there are like a lot of sets out there that I do like because of the build process, and I feel like there are more sets. Like I feel like a lot of people have said about the Coruscant Guard gunship that set has a really fun build process. Like when you're building that, you just see it all come together and it just sort of flows naturally with the set, you know. And that is my favorite kind of Lego build experience. But it's also like, not every set can be that way. I understand why some sets are, the outliers. All right, let's grab you, two of you. Okay, we got the pin and axle with the round tile. Another pin and axle with the round tile. Yeah, the ambush on Ferrix. That's the Andor one, right? I have it over there, actually. Hold up. This is honestly one of my favorite smaller models, just because like it feels so clean. Yeah, like if the build experience is good, then a set's price tag, overpriced or not, is honestly kind of justified because it just all comes together in such a nice, clean package that just looks really nice. You know, I love that about this set. Andor is one of my favorite Star Wars shows. This is one of my favorite show-specific sets, honestly. Just because of just how clean of a build. It's small. It is a little bit more than I would like. But you know what? I don't care. It's a pretty great set. You know? I have the other two figures on the bike over here, but I don't know if I'm pulling it out because I already fell over. Alright, so we got two of these. And I believe after that it's on to the next page. Yeah, the angles on that set. That's my favorite kind of Lego build, where it's like, it's not a hard build, but it comes together so cleanly, you know? It just flows together, you know? There's that set. The ATTE. I loved building that because I can see from a mile away how the entire set is built just by looking at a couple of steps in the instruction manuals. Yeah, no, Andor really is like one of the best. In my opinion, I know other people disagree, but you know, yes, and I am hoping for more sets in season 2 as well, because it is a really good show, you know? It takes an admittedly interesting concept and then actually, like, does something else with it other than just another space opera, you know? Okay, what I was saying before with the ATTE is another build that I really loved because it's a set where initially, you know, you go in and you think you know what you're going to expect. You think you know where everything is, how everything's built, but then you just start going further and further in and you're like, wait, that's actually how it comes together? That's so cool. And then when you finally do get to assembling the panels, you know, the rest of the legs and everything, it just comes together. And the model itself is beautiful. But it just really comes together. It's one of the better builds, I would say. And a fun build is a fun set in my books. Yeah, they are. They really are amazing. All right, let me see what else we're looking at for this thing. I need one of these, two of these. Oh yeah, the UCS A-Wing, no doubt in my mind, is my favorite set. Like it's not. That's the end of the sentence right there. It's my favorite set. I genuinely don't think I could say anything else about it other than it's my favorite set because that's just the way it is. I love the build process. I love the design, how clean it comes together. It just like the way they attach those sections in the front and how clean it feels. It's so good. Definitely one of the most underrated of the modern era. I love the UCS A-Wing. You know, and I'm glad that M&R as well also just like spotlights it whenever he does get the chance. A-Wing sets really are underrated. Like, and the UCS A-Wing is the ultimate A-Wing, so it's the ultimate example of that very fact. But yeah, I love it. It's definitely my favorite set. Just out of pure obligation, but also I just genuinely love it. Like, you know. I may be obligated to say that, but it's honestly just genuinely one of my favorites. You know what? Honestly, the thickness isn't really that big of a problem for me, because the only way they would get it any thinner than that would actually be compromising the design quite a bit, because in order to add some of those extra details in there, you kind of have to have some amount of thickness to it, you know, in order to add in some of the details that they did. Because when you're making a Lego set, it's kind of impossible to get almost that amount of like thinness without just straight up alleviating some amount of detail or adding a gap. I think other custom sets have already proven that, like, yeah, it's possible, but you're giving up both stability and just, like, in general, some detail in the set if you were to go that route. And so the way they did it in the UCS set is honestly my preferred way. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. So, yeah, I'm just grabbing pieces. You got these, you got the studs. What's next? Another one of these. Oh, yeah, it is just like that. And then you got two of these. Oh, man. I'm going into a live stream with like, I hope I'm not like I hope my little periods of silence aren't like boring or like anything like that, because I'm just because it's been a minute, but you know, we're back in action. I hope to do this some more. Honestly, I can't really, I don't really hold the cockpit thing against them, because it was still a new concept, and Lego has been shown to be very inconsistent with certain things when there's new things introduced during a time when the old thing is pretty much standardized, you know? Like, there's still the issue with the mold gap in the plaques for the new printed ones, because that's a new thing. They just started printing them. They didn't change the mold in any way, and so that gap is still there, you know? It's been known to happen like that. So I don't fault it that much, but it is still something to hold against Lego, because they say things and then it just doesn't happen, you know? That's Lego for you. Only the best is good enough. Well, then what do you consider the best? Because that's not the best. It just isn't. Yeah. Ah, I see. There's that goes into. Ah, jeez. At least it's not a double-sided one. That would have been even worse. Oh, yeah, that's just a quality control thing. That you can absolutely hold against Lego. Lego's quality control is all over the place nowadays. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I can't really say that, like, Lego is entirely innocent, but I also can't say that, like, and then because other people have ran into those issues as well with other minifigures, where the minifigure's legs or just like the torso and stuff just crack off from a little bit of use, or just putting it on the studs or just moving the arm, it just cracks open and falls apart. That's just happened to people, and it is an issue. It is a quality control issue, and I won't. It's not that I don't want to. Oh my god, you're supposed to build 2 of these? Oh god. Oh, I just realized you're supposed to build 2 of these. I'm like, what are all these extra parts doing? Oh man. Okay, so we're gonna build another one of these then. But yeah, it's just like, and it's completely random too. If your set's gonna be, if your set's gonna have that issue with the quality control or not. You never know if you're gonna get a defect, and it's just gonna break on you right out the box. And I do think that's an issue that needs to be addressed. Yeah, let's roll the instructions back a little bit, because I did not know. Oh, I'm blind. I'm blind. There was 2 of them on the page. There was 2 of them on the page. I'm blind, bro. There was 2 on the page. I was like so focused on just talking and like having fun and chatting that I didn't realize that there were 2 of the exact same build on the page, because if I did, what I normally do when there's 2 of the same build is I just build them both concurrently. Like, I just take pieces for both and then like put them on 2 different things so that they're just done. That's how I usually build. But I didn't know. I forgot there was a second one. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Lego can just be really inconsistent with quality control, though. It's missing a hinge plate. Ah, the missing pieces thing. I mean, that's always sort of just been an issue with Lego. They're so small that pieces just... some things just aren't there. But most of the time for pieces, you can get replacements, even printed ones, unless it's like a super duper expensive set with like a whole ass like printed piece that's exclusive and will never be made again. You can usually get the replacements fairly easy. It's worse when it's minifigures, because minifigures, some of them are easy. You know, some of them don't have very much exclusive, but then others are just nightmares to get stuff for. Especially UCS figs. And I feel like that's why a lot of people just put emphasis on the fact that, like, they don't want their UCS figs to crack, because if the UCS figs crack, that's probably a $20 replacement right there, just right off the bat. That is a lot, you know? A whole $20 replacement. Probably more for some figures. Definitely more for some figures, you know? And I know, I bet you felt that pain. In spades. Yeah. I've personally, though, I've never had... I haven't had a defect minifigure out of the box. I've just been really lucky. I've been really lucky. Yes, they're both bangers, though. They're both banger sets. But yeah, I've been really lucky with it. But I've seen way too much of other people having defect figures like that. And it's just like, yeah, it's just really inconsistent. And it just sucks because you're literally playing the lottery. Hell, I'm playing the lottery building this set right now. I didn't know if this Plo Koon was going to fall apart on me or not. You know? Like, genuinely playing the lottery every time you open up a set nowadays. Especially older ones, but even new sets are just prone to it. Yeah. For me, that's a good thing to talk about, because the A-Wing was my first 18 plus UCS set, but it wasn't my first UCS set. I originally did have a Millennium Falcon. I mean, not Millennium Falcon. The Death Star. God, bad tongue. That was a really bad slip. But yeah, I originally had a UCS Death Star. Never ended up finishing the build. I was very young when I got it, and it's not the most complicated build, but it was quite tough for little me. And then, obviously, over the years, I just sort of got rid of things. I got rid of the figures. I took some of the pieces and used it in my mocks or used it to fix up other sets. So, really, there's no hope for that. And I'll probably just get a new one someday, Yeah. It feels bad, man. I do miss it. I regret a lot of things with my younger self and, Lego stuff. My older cousin had a Palpatine's arrest. Most of the figures were gone, but the set itself was there, mostly intact. Younger me just straight up said, "Mine now," and just destroyed the thing and used it to make I don't even know what before. Yeah. I have massive regrets for that. Because, yeah, it's Palpatine's arrest. Oh, man. Oh, well. What are you gonna do, What are you gonna do? Yeah. I mean, Palpatine's arrest is a really cool set. I don't care what people are saying about it being overrated, a playset. I love interior spaces. I genuinely love interior spaces. I love the interior sets. I don't care what people say. I know that people dislike those sort of interior only sets where you can't really display them without doing some workaround or whatever, adding something, doing it at a certain angle with all the figures. I get it. I really do. But that set's still a banger set. Just genuinely. It's just a banger of a set. And you cannot say otherwise. All of those figures. A really fun play feature where you can launch Mace Windu out the window. It's a good set. It's a really good set. And I definitely want to get it someday again because I do miss it. I do miss it. I might even still have some of the parts. I might be able to just piece one together, but I would need to piece one together. I don't have everything from the set. Especially the minifigures, because I didn't even have all them back then. So nowadays I only have Sassy Tin. That's all I have from the set is just Sassy Tin. And then some very, very broken parts from Anakin. And that's it. So I would have to piece together the minifigures anyway. But you know what? That's fine. It's fine by me. I will eventually get around to it because I definitely want that set again. Or maybe I'll just buy one. Maybe I'll buy one new. I don't know. It really just comes down to how much it costs. If I can get the figure separately and just some of the parts for the set, and if I can just get those and only be paying $200, $220, that would be fine. I would probably do that. I would rather do that. Yeah. If I just end up finding a good price on the actual set, I'll just get that, Yeah, there's a lot. I have a lot of sets I'm after too, honestly. I'm still after the rest of the Republic fleet. I have the turbo tank. Now I have the AV-7 cannon. I have my gunship, the fighter tank. I have both of the newer ones actually. I have a V-wing, the ATTE, ATRTs, even more Jedi Starfighters. I have a bunch of that stuff. I have an AT-AP. But, yeah. That's That's about it. You know, I do want the rest of the fleet. One of the things I'm after right now, well, not right now, but one of the things I'm looking for, I see. But one of the things I'm looking for is, I'm looking for the V19 Torrent. Because that one is actually pretty expensive nowadays. And it's like, it's not the biggest set, but it's a really good set. You know, the V19 Torrent, I'm also looking for the Republic Attack Shuttle. You know, eventually I plan to get a Coruscant Police gunship. You know, I already have one Coruscant Guard Trooper. Maybe I'll get this, just get the set out of box, if anything, just to save some money. Or maybe if Battle Packs comes back with it, I might be there. But you know, you never know. You know, you just never know. But yeah, the Torrent. I mean, I love how it looks though. I love what they were able to achieve back then with that play feature. I just really, I do want it. That's one of the ones I'm definitely after. Oh, the Z95 Headhunter is another one I'm after. I definitely want to get that. I already have the 501st Pilot. You know, like I do have that. I do have two of them, but one of them just has a faded torso I need to replace. But I do have the 501st Pilots. I just don't have Krell or the set itself. You know, like I just found, and that was before the Pilots went up in price too. Like they were like $15. They were dirt cheap when I got them, and now they're like 30 plus, honestly, something like that. You know, I don't know if you keep track, like actively keep track of the secondhand market like that, but yeah, they've gone up, and it's just because they haven't remade them. If they remade the 501st Pilots, they would go right back down, because you know the newer ones would just be better. But they would also have to make a new one. Swearing they get the Headhunter. Yeah. Oh my god. Bro, I swear I saw some of those 2013 sets in Toys R Us at some point. I just never got them. And I don't think anyone else I knew ever got the Z95 Headhunter. It's a shame because it's such a good set. It's such a simple set, but it's so good. Oh man. Another one I'm at. It's not part of the Republic fleet, but I do want to get an Umbaran mobile heavy cannon, just because it's such a cool design, and it only ever appeared like once, and you know I do want like cool stuff like that. You know. There's a very high likelihood we're never going to get that again, and it would be cool to have. But another thing, I was looking for a vendor early this year because I had extra cash. I was saving up for May 4th, but I was like, you know what? If I find a vendor for a good price, I might get it. And then we got the leaks for the UCS vendor. Yeah, we got the leaks for the UCS Venator, and then I was just like, I saw a Venator for like $200, and I passed on it. I was like, nah, there's a UCS one. I'm gonna get that one for Christmas, and you know what? That's still my plan. I'm still gonna do that. But yeah, no, that old Venator is just way too chonky, way too. I mean, it's packed full of stuff, but the figures aren't they're pretty iconic, but they're nothing like that I haven't ever seen before. You know, most of them are figures that I either have or have had. So, and I don't have nostalgia for the set either, because I didn't even know that set existed until a few years ago. You know. So that's just how it is. That's just how I didn't end up getting the Venator, and I'm so glad I didn't, because now the UCS one came out and basically smashes the old one to bits in almost every single way outside of playability. Who would have thought a UCS set would destroy a crappy playset from like 10 years ago? It's almost as if the UCS set is designed to be the definitive model of the ship. Yeah, it was that older Venator was never really the best set. I mean, it was a great set for its time, and it's a good like play model. Like, it's got a lot packed into it, but its design is just too chonky. The minifigures just aren't the greatest things in the world, and the battle pack ruined Senate Commando Troopers for a lot of people. And honestly, I can agree. They're just too common now. Like, genuinely, they are not worth that much. And so, and the Palpatine just looks ugly, okay? The Palpatine, Mace Windu, and Padme are the only ones of the Clone Wars figures I genuinely don't like. Those are the only ones. And Palpatine was the one figure in that set. So, I mean, the one non-clone or Senate Commando figure in that set. So, yeah. it does lose points for that in my book. But for its time, it was a decent model. You know what? Nowadays, we just have, like, we have the big boy to compare it to. We have the hindsight. You know, we have all that. Back then, it was perfectly serviceable as just a silly little play set. But nowadays, it just doesn't hold up. It just does not. And you can't really say it does. Because it just doesn't. There's just a better option now. And if you're going to be paying high exorbitant prices for that set sealed, honestly, you probably, if you're going to be paying about the same price as the UCS Venator, just buy the UCS Venator. Don't bother. Don't waste your money on the old Venator. It's just not worth it. Not for that price. Not for the prices it goes for. It's just not worth it for those prices. Yeah, you know, it's a good nostalgia set and nothing more. It does not hold up, and while it is a decent play model, it just doesn't look very good. All right, let's get the we're getting close to the end of bag 1, and bag 2. I believe, let me see, bag 2. Bag 2 has the Wolfpack Troopers. Bag 2 is where we're going to see the big boys of the set. The reason this set fetches $250 plus on the secondhand market. You know? I'm actually surprised. I think I grabbed the original Wolfpack Troopers I got for like $80 for 2 of them. So that was only $40 each at the time. That was really good compared to how much they go for now. But now I have another 2 to add to the army, so since I sold one, that makes 3 of them. Which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let's see. You got that. I just need both of these. Yeah. The old Instagram auction days. Oh my god. Before Whatnot came into the picture, Instagram was the platform for Lego auctioneers. And there was just so much good deals and just a lot of amazing stuff on Lego Insta. And you really had to be there, because nowadays the Instagram genre is just kind of dead. People have their own platforms, You know, Whatnot is a platform for everybody. You know, like, you have people like HD coming in with the nostalgia streams on Instagram, but other than that, all the smaller creators have moved on to Whatnot. And it's kind of sad, you know? Like, that, the Instagram auction genre is only pretty much dead. And with it, all of its amazing deals and prices. You know? I got the droid gunship over there for like $30. You know? Like, it just had some fun stuff from some small people just looking to sell off some Lego. And nowadays, you still have that, but people on Whatnot research more. They get into it to make money, you know? Not just to get rid of stuff they have. Or to, you know, just straight up just have a mega stream. Because nowadays, the mega streams are just held by the same people, you know? I miss the old days, as clunky and primitive as they were. I do still miss them. At least a little bit. But yeah, it only really applies to anyone else who was actually there for the Instagram auctions. Because nowadays, you know, no one other than people who were there really talk about it, because no one really knows, you know. There's a lot of new people in the auction scene who got into Lego reselling because of Whatnot. And so because of that, you never really see people talk about it outside of people like me and other members who were there for that. But it really was nice. The streams were smaller, you know. Unlike, like, several hundreds, if not thousands of people, there were just, like, a hunch, you know, less, probably. You had a seller who could make mistakes, who just, in general, just kind of, you know, just messed around and had fun, you know. There was drama. There was stuff like that where people bid first and they won, or, you know, someone didn't pay and gets blocked and stuff. You know, stuff like that. That happened, but you know what? It was worth all that because it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. As scuffed as it was pretty fun being part of that back when it was still a thing. I'm speaking like that was like years ago. It was only like 2 years ago that those got phased out or something like that. Well, like 2021 they started getting phased out because Whatnot came into the picture, I believe. I believe it was 2021. I'm not entirely sure. Like, I'm not 100%. I believe it was 2021 where that started to occur. Either that or early 2022. That might have been when that really started to occur, that shift in the auction community. But yeah. We're almost done with this section of the we're almost done with this section of the AV-7 cannon. We just need you finish this little midsection, and then yeah, we just move on to the next bag after that. So let's see, we need this. We need to take this, put both of these here, take this, put that one there, and then we take 2 studs, and then we put them on. Oh yeah, if you haven't noticed, yeah, it is insane. This set is, I am still shocked. I'm even in shock building this right now, of just that I got this for like $40. Like, it's insane, but Yeah. Oh, if you haven't noticed, I actually have, I didn't really set up too much interesting stuff. I just have my old Darth Vader action figure sitting here on the table. And my Jazzware Sonic as well. I just have them sitting there, just watching me build. Because why not? You know? I need someone other than chat to keep me company, okay? You know? I am alone. But yeah. Yeah, it is pretty insane though. Just like I'm putting together the pieces of a retired set that I got for retail price, sealed in the box. Like, it's just like, it's insane to think about. But I really have to thank Battle Packs, man. Battle Packs official. I mean, I guess this is the part of the stream where I plug. Go check out battlepacks.net. It's in the description, I think. I put it there. If not, then I will fix that. But, because I'll upload the VOD for the stream. But this is, I will put it in the description. Go check out the site. The Battle Pass is $10 a month. You can get access to a bunch of cool sets and stuff. Okay? Okay? Any VOD watchers? Do it. Check out the site. His operation, he's doing God's work in the LEGO community, genuinely. I don't think anyone else has come this close to like being the real MVP of great deals in the community. That just isn't. No one else has really come that close. But man, I'm a supporter of Battle Packs through and through. And I mean, I guess I'm also living proof that his operation's legit for anyone who was concerned that it wasn't as well, because I'm building a set I bought from him for retail price. Like, he's legit. But yeah. We're almost done with this one. Just gotta build these 2 flick fire missiles. Put them in the set. Put this thing on the back. And alright, let me pull this aside. That's bag 1. Yeah, bag 1. We got the 2 legs and the Plo Koon in the bag 1. Alright, now it's time for the cool part. Bag number 2. This is where the Wolfpack Troopers are. This is very exciting. Honestly, genuinely the only reason I'm building is because I went into it expecting something. Like, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I went into it I went into BattlePacks.net expecting not the best, because this hadn't been attempted before. I mean, I supported it, but I waited until the day that the drop happened, and I got this set. And I couldn't believe it, you know? And I still couldn't believe it, even once I got on the Discord, got the tracking, up until the point where it arrived. It was still unreal. But, lo and behold, here we are. Legend, though. Legend status. Absolute legend. The real MVP. Put that over there. Okay, not good. Not again. Be free, my children. Oh god, your legs. Alright, be gone with you. Alright. Yes, I'm a sicko who takes all the small parts out of the bags. What are you gonna do about it? Alright, let's build our boys. Let's build our boys. Yes. Oh, man. You gotta love these Wolfpack Troopers, man. Gotta love them. Alright. Here's one of them. Here's one of them. Take a look at that, man. The Wolfpack Trooper. He's such a beautiful minifig. I love this fig. It's genuinely one of the better. It's not my absolute favorite. I still love the ARC Trooper, but man, the Wolfpack Troopers are so good. They're just really good, man. I love the Wolfpack Troopers. I am a little sad I did end up selling one of them, but you know what? I'm still good. I'm still absolutely okay with having 3 of them, because they're really cool even in small numbers, you know. Oh, gee. Did the thing I do with figures I just took the guns off of to sell, where I put the other gun in this hand. Oh man, I'm not selling these. I'm keeping them. These are mine. This is not for sale. This is absolutely not for sale. Ooh, we get to do the gear system. That's gonna be fun. So where's our spinning gear? Here's our spinning gear. Yep. That goes in there, I believe. Unless I'm mistaken, and it goes in the other way. Oh no, it just goes in like that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, cause that's the reason I just straight up opened the set as well. It's because I didn't plan to sell this. I didn't want to make a profit off of this, because if I went into it thinking if I actually got what I wanted out of this, I would keep it for myself, because I wanted this. I wanted this in the Coruscant Guard gunship for a while. And obviously I didn't end up going for the Coruscant Guard gunship, although I probably could have gotten it. I don't think it's sold out as fast as people would think. It's just that you have to have some good reflexes in order to beat other people to the punch. But yeah, you know, the Coruscant Police gunship is just one of those sets. Another one of those sets that, like, it's just one of the sets I really want, similar to this, but you just can never get it. It's just too expensive. I could piece one together, but it just wouldn't be the same as opening a sealed one. And that's why I chose to open this one, because it's a different experience than buying the set on eBay or piecing the set together. And I would know because I've done it a lot of times too. You know? I buy Lego Star Wars. I do that frequently, if not all the time, but you know, you can never truly replicate the experience of opening a sealed set without just straight up opening a sealed set, you know? Like that, it just doesn't happen. Alright, let's see. Plug that in. This is the black gear piece. Oh, that's where the other gear piece goes in. So let's do... Put that in there. Put that in there. How far does it need to go in? Midway through. Got it. Okay. So there's that. There's these two. Uh-oh. Dark red. Oh, jeez. Let's pray and hope. Let's pray and hope. Let's pray and hope that it doesn't shatter the moment I put any amount of pressure on it, like most old dark red is known to do. Because, dear God, it's scary every time I'm working with old sets that have dark red that I need to take apart or put back together in any way. It's very scary. Alright. First dark red piece went on just fine. Let's put the thing together before I take that back. It's so scary, man. All of these old Clone Wars sets with dark red, it's just terrifying to put them together just because of that dark red. Without the dark red problem, yeah. I've had dark red pieces break on me when trying to reassemble sets. I bought that '08 gunship from somebody. They shipped it partially disassembled. I had to reassemble it by taking some of it apart. 2 of the dark red tiles just snapped. Like, I was trying to pull them off. They just snapped. Just like that. No more dark red. And the old brown was the same way too, but I don't worry as much about that because for most of the time you know not to mess with the old brown. And the old brown, I believe, was I think the old dark red is more prone to it, but also old brown didn't show up in as many sets either. So I see how that works. Oh. Oh, okay. So that goes in like so. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, you put that like that. There we go. Okay, I see you. I see what the set's deal is. That is not preferable. Yep. I told you. I hate when this is just how the set is designed. It never feels like I'm putting it on right. But whatever, I did it. It's together. We can rest easy knowing that the Technic pieces are strong enough to support me slamming them together after sitting in a box for almost 10 years. Yep. Let's grab some more stuff. More tiles. We got more of these round bricks, sloped bricks. Oh yeah, those just go over like that. Yeah, I'm just putting this. It's starting to come together. Yeah, the build is really, so far it's been a really great build, honestly, though. Other than that one instance, that one double Technic instance that you could probably avoid just by putting it on the other side anyway. But other than that, this has been a really, really nice build so far. Like, honestly. You haven't had too much frustration at all. It's just really nice. Ooh, okay, so let's take this. You have to build 2 of them. This is where I show my actual technique. Yeah, having a lot of AV-7 cannons would just be really awesome. Just having them side by side on the army plate, just right there in the background, aimed upwards. Oh my god, that's So awesome. That would be awesome. Uh-oh, another dark red. I'm trying not to get a heart attack every time I put on a dark red piece. Curse you, Lego, and your piss poor quality control sometimes. Gah! God damn, man. Well, these two came together pretty nicely. Let me just grab this, and then take this and this. And there you go. These two parts that I just put on like so. Just that side and that side. Go up the wayside. Oh, all four of them. Got it. Yeah. Are we feeling this so far? Are we feeling this build? How you doing? Are we feeling this? Feeling this cannon? Check this out, man. This thing is pretty big too. Like for a $40 set. Like, look at this. I mean, it's the same, roughly the same amount of pieces as the AAT. But look at the size of this thing. It fits. I can grab the body of it with my hand. They don't make them the same as they used to. Oh, it's a shame. It really do be. No, the new sets are still good though. I like the new sets. Downsized or not, I like the new sets. Oh boy, more dark red. I am trying to stay calm so I don't accidentally break one of these. And if one of them doesn't go in, it's a lost cause. We're not putting that one together. Just straight up. If one of them just doesn't want to go in, we're not putting that one together. End of story. That's not happening. Oh, jeez. Here's the last one to go into the dark red. Okay. All the dark red on the body is taken care of. No risk of cracking, I think. I hope. I really do hope. Yeah, the build is awesome. So it's been awesome so far. It's gonna be even more awesome when we finish. Because this thing is coming together. Like, it's really starting to come together. All we gotta do is, I believe, that top section in the next bag. Because I believe this... Yep, these are all the feet. So, I just gotta put 8 of these together. Sounds simple enough. Yes, it looks a little scatterbrained, but that's just because it's the easiest way to build it. You just put stuff on stuff because each one of these are just the exact same. 8 of the exact same build. Without even having to do any sort of tedious work for it. Boom. Boom. There's one foot. Put this in. Put this one in. Like so. Put this one in. And of course, put this one in. And that's 3 feet. Put this one in. And finally, the 4th foot. And that, I believe, is bag number... Hold up. Let me get this in a cool pose for the progress shot. Okay. That was bag number 2. We got our 2 wolf packs. Got our Plo Koon. And we got this of the build so far. All that's left. Cannon and the Droideka. Let's do it. I'm actually going to push this to the side since I believe that it is a separate build. So, just what we got to do. Let's Wolfpack stand. I don't know how many players to put, you guys. Please stand. Please stand for the camera. Surprisingly, this bag is actually the second smallest. The last bag was the smallest, but that's only because it had small pieces. This bag is probably the smallest, even though it has like one of the most substantial parts of it. Which is interesting. Yeah, it is starting to come together. It really is. You know, I'm gonna put the AV-7 over here, just so it's in frame while we're building. Figures can stay off in the corner there. Those I want to do a whole shot at the end with, but the AV-7 is full center stage right now. It is the main event. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so there's that. 2x3. These weird grills. Oh, and 4 of those. So 1 snot brick, 2 snot brick, 3 snot brick, 4 snot brick. I'm sorry, I had to. Oh man, I had to do it. Yeah. So this entire assembly, I believe, is just the main cannon, and then the other part's gonna be the barrel, the seat, and the Droideka. And that will conclude the entire build. I also don't. I'm not trying to flip ahead in the instructions either. I don't want to spoil myself on what order you build everything in. You know, because then it wouldn't be as much fun finding out that the Droideka is like on the next page or something. I don't know. Hey, no. You're not getting lost in my shirt. That's only supposed to happen for the special ones. But, yep. Got a 2x6. Some yellow. One of these 1x2s with the thing in there. And then these pieces, I forget what they're called. They're like... Yeah, I mean, MNR hates the Droideka in this set, and honestly, I can see why, but you know what? I don't care. I still like it. It's not the best Droideka, but it's a neat-looking Droideka. It's not the... I don't think it looks awful. It just isn't that accurate. But you know what? Yeah, true. I do want an updated Droideka, though. Like an actual, true updated Droideka. Not just another re-release of the same Droideka we've had for years now that everyone is saying is just kind of awful. I wish we had a new Droideka. That might be the only thing I'm holding against that battle pack other than the helmet holes. And even then, that's not enough to stop the battle pack. I'm probably gonna buy like 15 of them. Like, genuinely. Maybe more. It's just gonna be that hype. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just... It's essentially a remake of the Clones vs. Droids battle pack as just one mega battle pack. And that's just really awesome. I love it when LEGO actually does subtle remakes that are, like, you know, good and, like, warranted and have merit on their own rather than just... Oh, the helmet hole thing? That whole situation, the main reason why many people, myself included, dislike them, it's not because that they have holes. The issue isn't that they have holes, because normal Phase 1 troopers have holes, and they look fantastic. But it's that the placement of the holes just kind of looks awkward. You know? It just looks a little awkward. When you're looking at it from a side view, it just feels like there's an extra plate. It feels like there's an extra thing in there that's not supposed to be there. Whereas with the Phase 1 troopers, you don't really feel that because, well, the holes are just integrated well. They're right at that, right in the place in the helmet where it looks like they should be, and they are hidden pretty well. And you know what? I wish Lego made a new visor mold. I just genuinely wish Lego made a new visor mold, did the helmet holes for rangefinder clones, and then had a visor attachment. And I wish they had a visor attachment that was more accurate to the Episode 3 clones, could fit on the Clone Trooper helmet, but that also is just another visor accessory. It might... I like to look at it as like how you can fit accessories, like certain accessories, onto racing helmets. Technically, those old space helmets shouldn't use those accessories. Like, those old racing helmets shouldn't use those accessories because they're not made for them. But it just works. I mean, I just kind of wish LEGO didn't reuse the same Phase 1 accessories. Hey, what's up, What's up, Caleb's Films, Melbourne? we are nearing the end of the build. Actually, we only have we're on the final bag. We're just I was talking about the whole helmet hole situation, and just how why fans feel the way they feel, but also why, like... Now, I was going to bring up the fact that helmet holes aren't necessarily the worst thing either. Like, I think the printed waist cape is even worse. Helmet holes I can live with, because you can cover those up if you really want to. You can't fix the waist cape just by adding an accessory. You have to get a waist cape from elsewhere, because they don't include it in the set. You have to buy a waist cape, whereas with the helmet holes, usually they include accessories in the set for that. There's extra accessories you can just plug the holes up with. You can't do that with the waist cape. They don't include an extra waist cape. They don't include a waist cape. And you know what? The holes are great for troopers like Commander Cody. Commander Cody's like still one of the best troopers in recent times. Because, yeah, the helmet holes just work for him, you know? There's no issue. He looks good. I mean, I also don't think the helmet holes look awful. I just think they look weird. It's not that they look bad. They just look kind of awkward. They just look kind of awkward. The waist cape is far more of an issue for me. Oh, you have to like bend that up. Oh, that's kind of weird. Maybe I got the wrong ones. I don't know. Oh, it's the same one. Okay, that's fine then. Unless you're supposed to... Oh, I think you are. I think I'm done. Yeah, you can excuse helmet holes. You can't excuse printed waistcapes. You just can't. There's no excuse. They look awful. Honestly, I feel I'm okay with the 2020 style. I'm okay with the helmet holes. Those printed waistcapes need to go. They just need to go. Genuinely, the helmet holes, it's a preference thing. The 2020 style, it's a preference thing. The waistcape just looks bad. No problem. I'll be here. You know, I'm just chatting it up while building. You know, I'm not building at my highest speed because I'm streaming. I'll be here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know, like, you know what? I'm fine with the helmet hole thing. But if it affects the quality of the printing and, you know, and there's no reason for it to be there, they should just continue using the old mold. It just doesn't make sense. I get it. They want it to be uniform. They want it to be like they want it to all be similar, but it just doesn't look good. It's just not. There could have just been so much more done. Oh my god. Wait. You gotta send that to me, man. You gotta send that on my Insta in the description. Because that's. This is accurate. I don't like P2 Fox. I think so far P2 Fox is, I want to say, my least favorite clone. Just because it's just not that good of a figure. The execution of almost everything on the figure, other than maybe the legs, and even then some people are still in contention about that, it's just wrong. Or doesn't look good. I mean, I feel like that's probably what they've been doing. They've probably been taking designs that they've been using for video games and stuff and just had stored away in their archives and just making that into the official figures. And that makes me worried because we know what Commander Wolf looks like, and he shouldn't look awful, but he's still going to be using the same helmet, which is inaccurate because Recon Troopers is, you know what, I'm going on a tangent, I'm sorry. I am very particular about actual helmet usage on certain clones, and as much as I love Neo just isn't accurate. That is not the right helmet. And if they do Wolf with the same kind of helmet hole style helmet, it's inaccurate not because of the holes, but because it's not supposed to be a normal clone helmet. I know, it's stupid because it looks so similar, but I just feel it bears mentioning because it kind of does tick me off just a little bit. Yeah, I think I might not do it myself, but I'm pretty sure someone should. Someone should absolutely do that, where they swap parts of the Rexes together to make like the ultimate Rex. Because I think that would do wonders. You know, old torso, new legs, new arms, new head, same pauldron and waist cape, and then whatever helmet you prefer. I haven't. I actually haven't watched the new Ahsoka episodes. I've been meaning to. I know Rex is in them. I know what the thing is about because I watched too many leak videos, but I haven't watched them yet. I'm going to watch them soon. I am going to watch Ahsoka soon. I promise. I will. I haven't gotten around to it. I've been busy, okay? I've been working on this channel and another channel and school and just different things in general, you know? I'll get around to it. I will. I have to catch up on my Star Wars media. I'm really behind. Oh, God, that's friction. That is a lot. Is that supposed to have that much friction? God, freaking old dark red. Why? Why do you insist on giving me a heart attack? Jeez, the old dark red, man. The old dark red. You can never tell. Allowed to paint over the black brow above the visor. Really? What? Is that, like, from the new episode, or, like... Ah, another one of these fire missiles. Hey, where's the cone? There's the cone. We take that. We put that in. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. Yes. Oh, let's flip that around, actually. Let's get this in here. Hey, nice. Got ice cream. I just put the, oh. There we go. I just put the cannon on top. It needs the barrel, but there it is. The cannon is on there. We're almost there. I also need to put the this Technic pin in as well. But yes, the cannon is officially secure on there. Let's twist that upwards. Yep. That's the only flaw with the set too. That's the only flaw with the set. It's just that the thing goes out too far, so you can't spin it all. You can't make it go all the way up. But it's still pretty freaking cool looking like this. And it's gonna get even cooler once I finish the barrel. I just need to do the seat first, apparently. Yeah. It is coming together, though. It is absolutely coming together. You can already see it. You can already see it from the view of the camera I have on it, as whatever bitrate camera it's coming out as for you can show. Oh, yep, there's the seat. Take the seat. Take the control panel. Take one of these. Yep. Take one of these. Perfection. And then I guess you put that over here. Yeah. Take that. Ah, the spring-loaded shooter goes there. I see. That's pretty cool. I love just how some of these models just come together, man. Genuinely. It's one of my favorite parts about building Lego, as I've mentioned. And yeah, that was one of those moments. That was really cool to see. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, let me put that in there. There we go. I put it around it just because I figured that would probably be the best way to make it look good. But, yeah, there's a spring-loaded shooter. Take that, plop that in there, like so, and there you go. Terrorism. You just terrorize your little. You just terrorize your little cousins with it. It's my favorite play feature to just shoot at people to scare them with it. I love messing with my younger family members. It's funny. Especially when it's Lego related. Oh no, you do have to push it out. Oh, okay. Well, I think that's fine. All I need to do is that. I need 2 more of them. Yep, there's 1, 2, 3. And 4 and 5, so that's 4. That's 5. And you take this one. Right, I have that right. Yeah. You're just watching it come together. Really? That's it? Oh. I missed one. How could I have been such a fool? Whatever, there we go. Got that. Now, the moment of truth. We're putting the cannon on. Here it goes. Hey! Check that out. Oh my god. Genuinely, check this out. Check this bad boy out. Yeah, boy. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, man. It's so good. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. Like you can just turn the knob and it moves. It moves. Oh, it's so good. It's so good, man. I'm so happy to have this. Oh man. But as Billy Mays would say, but I'm not done yet. There's still one last thing in this set to make. The Droideka. So we'll commence the building of the Droideka that apparently people hate. So clips, studs. This. The dome. 3 of those. They are no match for Droidekas. This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them. Let's put that one. That one. Yeah. There's some good quotes from those earlier movies. Like, I know the dialogue of the prequels isn't the greatest thing out there, but come on, man. You gotta love it, at least ironically. It's some funny shit. I love it, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright. Just put that on. Put that on. I mean, this is old brown, so I'm still wary, but it's not as bad as the dark red, at least. So let's take these. Let's put these little blaster arms in. Yeah. Alright, there's the arm. Now let's get the head constructed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. Now let's plop that on there. Hey, there he is. The Droideka. They are no match for Droidekas. This is what the Separatists think the Droidekas are gonna do to the Jedi. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I ruin my precious collectibles. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There's all our extra parts. And that's it. Oh my god, look at this legendary year. Absolutely legendary year of Lego Star Wars. Holy moly. I need to go and get most of these sets. I have Battle on Seleucami, I have this one, I have the droid gunship. I need the rest of them. Such a great year, man. Take me back, man. Take me back. But yeah. I think other than that, I think that's pretty much about it. So, hold up. We've been on for almost 2 hours now. It's about what I expected. Let me get all of this in frame. for like a really cool group shot with the entire set. Cause oh my god, it's so amazing, man. It's so amazing. Okay. So let me pull this camera in a little more, just so that you can see it all in its full glory. Let me see if it's yeah. Let me go a little further in, just so that you can there we go. Oh. Okay. Oh man. Would you look at that, man? Ah, it's such an amazing set. 40 bucks. I got this for 40 bucks. 40 bucks. This is amazing. This is everything I wanted and more. Holy moly. It's big. It's got a lot packed in. Epic minifigures. Well, I guess minus this guy, but even then, he's not the worst. Oh man. Oh, this is such a good model, man. This is they I don't think they have or will ever top this AV-7. Maybe they will. Maybe we'll get another version of the AV-7 cannon one day that's just a million times better. It has great minifigs and is a great price. But you know what? If this is the only AV-7 cannon we get at this scale, I'm okay with it. Because it's just such a good set. It's such an amazing model. And I cannot thank Battle Packs Official enough for the amazing stuff he's doing for the LEGO community. Like, genuinely, this set, like this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for him. So, anyone watching this now, anyone watching the VOD, however you decide to view this, please, I implore you, please go check out Battle Packs Official at his website, battlepacks.net. It's linked in the description. He has a subscription program for the Battle Pass that will net you the ability to get amazing sets like this. And I was not paid to say this. I bought this with my own money. I didn't earn a single dollar off of anything related to this. This is all just what I see. This is all just coming from me. I implore you, go check it out at least. Even if you don't buy anything, even if you don't buy the Battle Pass, or even if you just buy some of his minifig packs, please just go check it out. He's got a great thing going on, and I recommend anyone who wants to find stuff like this for amazing deals, it's the best you will see anywhere, go check him out. But you know what? Yeah, I think that's everything we kind of had. Like that, I built the set. I gave my spiel, my completely unpaid promotion for Battle Packs. I think this was a pretty successful stream. You know, I mean, I thank you guys in the chat for just like being here for basically the whole thing, or like however long you've been staying, because you know you kept this fun for me. I just want to have fun while doing stuff like this, and you guys really helped out with that, and I thank you a lot for that. But Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to just mess around with this and just find a place for it to proudly sit in the army. Oh, I can't wait. But yeah, um, put the camera up just a little bit, just so I could, so I can capture myself in there as well in the final shot. All right. Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in to this stream, man. It's been an amazing experience. Just being able to talk to you, just being able to talk to all of you, and just like build this and just chat. Like, and this is such an amazing set too. I love almost everything about this set. I love the figures. I love the build. There's so much cool playability, and it just looks really nice. Go support Battle Packs if you haven't already. Absolutely recommend their service. Even if you don't want to, at least follow them on Instagram at Battle Packs Official, just so you can see what's going on. But other than that, that's all I really have to say. Thank you all for tuning in. This has been A-Wing Bricks signing off. See you later, everybody.